Hello, if you can read, unlike me, then you probably know I'm doing something a little bit different today. So I'm finally doing the 5.1 Abyss because I forgot it reset. I've been kind of busy and I just forgot, but I'm doing it now. So I'm definitely more confident that I can do this Abyss, at least over Theater. It's definitely the easier of the two, and I'm just not gonna get into Theater, okay? I know they have recently raised the HP multiplier of the Abyss. It's like by 50%. I'll have the exact multipliers on screen of what the old one was and what the new one is. So maybe now it's a bit harder, but I don't know. I guess we'll see, right? So I guess without further ado, let's go. Yep, 36 stars last time. Oh yeah, we can skip 9 and 10. We still have to do 11. I really wish if we 36 starred, like they would let us skip this too, because 11 just like the same as these. It's like really easy. But I guess it's nice that we can skip at least some. I probably will skip this, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why they still force us to go through that. I mean, if you don't 36 star, I don't think they should let you skip it. But if you do 36 star, you definitely should be able to just easily skip that. I guess it's small things. So, Consecrated Beast, okay. That's it. So, Consecrated Beast, that's it. We do have the Golem and this and that, which I was expecting. I knew there was a Geo in this Abyss. It's definitely a Geo Shield. You could definitely use like Overload. Overload could definitely get rid of Geo Shields. Like if you use a Pyro DPS and you have Chevy, then you could just use like Cookie or an off-field Electro Applier. Probably Cookie or Raiden is probably the best. You could have just whoever you want in the last slot. But if you're using an Electro DPS, it's definitely gonna be a bit harder to have the Pyro application. You're probably gonna want Xiangling and Bennett, or you could have a Xiangling like I have with 300% ER. So you don't have to bring Bennett to funnel her energy, like at least as much, I guess. You just use Rainbow and like your highest energy heavy pieces, and you should be able to get around 300% ER with the ER weapon, of course. The reason why you would want to do this is like if you're using a Pyro DPS like Raiden, you can definitely get a 300% ER Xiangling build. So you can drop Bennett, and instead you can use Sarah. So it'd be like Raiden, Sarah, Xiangling, and Chevy. I think I would probably use Geo myself. Last time there's these two, I used Geo. I don't know what this is. Is it also Geo? It might be. So I'll use my Nahida team, on-field DPS Nahida, Chiori, the MC, and then a Purina core. And I think this should be enough to do it. If I can't do the first side, I could just redo it with a different team, I think. The last time I used this team, I definitely had to do the first side over again with a different team, but I guess we'll see. It's just one at a time. Okay, that's not that bad. People usually have trouble with the concentrated beast, but as long as you know their attack patterns, it's not that bad. Especially once just one at a time. Now this chamber I am a bit worried about. I don't know exactly my power level with or how much I need Geo, but I hope it's fine. Also, I'm gonna run to the side here so that way, because I don't have Animo. Oh, and they took away my energy. Thanks a lot. Oh, okay. Okay, pause, get energy. So, I always run off to the side though. That's a very important tip, is always run to the side of the enemies so that way they come to you. And of course this is different if you have Animo. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah. Oops. That's one downside of having Geo MC. You're always going on top of things. Oh shit, there's more? Okay, yeah. I'll probably have to come back to this chamber. With a different team. Maybe if I do it a little bit better, I could clear it with this. But yeah, I'm just not confident in this team's overall damage. Yeah, I don't know. I'll continue for now. I'll probably come back to it later. First chamber definitely seems like it's gonna be the hardest out of all this. That's it? Oh my god, I thought there was gonna be more. And I was like, oh fuck, I missed my mark, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, I have no energy as well. It's gonna suck a bit. Did you land? You can dodge and plunge right away. think maybe I can save my ultimates. Okay, maybe I'll do this one. Okay. Yeah, and as long as you bring Geo with these boss chambers, I think you could easily do it. Obviously, like I said in the beginning, Overload definitely helps as well. But I'm not sure if it's more or less efficient as Geo. I've never actually tried it. I just know that heavy attacks definitely help you break it down. I don't have a dedicated Overload team, so I've never really tried it. Anyway. Yeah, honestly, these last two chambers are a joke. Oh shit. Wow. Yeah, so that was actually really easy. Obviously, I have to go back and do the first chamber, which I hope it's not too much of a pain. Maybe I can try an Overload team. Yeah, first half I'll do my Fu Tao team. Yeah, I messed up my rotation a little bit there, but I hope this will be fine. Oof. Yeah, okay. I knew my overload team wasn't that good. I think it's fine. I'll just use Futao on this team. I think that should be able to do it. It's definitely a lot stronger. Honestly, just annoying how they push you around, and it's like half the time they're pushing you around, and the other half it's like they're running away from you. So it gets pretty annoying. Okay, I'm really close to this actually, and it's what? Let me retry on the other side. I think that side was a little bit lower, but it's fine. Okay, stop. Sometimes it's really hard to tell like where you're at on the stage because you keep getting pushed around. Oh my god, this is really slow, isn't it? I'm not gonna have enough time. I was keeping track. It was 8:35. What was the other ones? Okay, stop going for that one. Oh my god. I want to restart, but I can't. I have to restart. Okay, that was pretty fast, right? I, again, wasn't paying attention, so... Oh my god. What? Oh, what's on it? What's it? No! What? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh. It was on it. It was on it. It was exactly 7. Oh. The attack increase definitely helped. I started picking that instead. I definitely don't need crit. All my characters have, you know, decent crit, so... So that's like 852. Okay. Can do this, okay. Okay, okay. Oh my god. I didn't pause. Did I do it? Oh, finally. Okay, that was a little rough. Yeah, I definitely think, like, if you have a better Overload team, it probably would be better to bring Overload, especially for that first chamber. That first chamber is definitely rough. The last two chambers are actually really easy. Like, obviously, you saw I first tried them. That one only took me, what, like, 4 tries, I think? It was like 4 or 5 tries. This Abyss, it's kind of tougher. I think if they didn't have the Consecrated Beast and it was like a little bit easier enemies, it definitely wouldn't be as tight and it wouldn't be a problem. Before I get into showing off my builds, the YouTube algorithm demands that I ask you to like and subscribe, so please do that. Secondly, I would like to announce a Twitch that I have. I would be willing to stream, that is if enough people follow me. I am a little bit nervous, like it definitely, like, I have to breathe every time I think about streaming. If I get enough follows, which are promises that you'll watch me when I stream, maybe I'll stream. If I do stream, I probably will be streaming the theater, get my revenge on the theater, because I definitely need to get that last chamber done. I just need to beat the last chamber. After that, I'll probably just be streaming like my gacha dailies, like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, ZZZ, Wuthering Waves. Those are all gachas that I play, and there's also other gachas that I'm looking forward to that are releasing. I'm not sure if I'll consistently play them, but they're definitely ones I will try out. Maybe I'll stream that. And when there's nothing else going on in like these gachas and stuff, I'll probably stream more like real games. Recently, I've been playing Fallout 4 for the first time. I've been having a lot of fun with that, so maybe you'll see me streaming that as well. But again, it depends on how many people follow me and how nervous it makes me. I definitely will have to take a couple deep breaths. So let's get onto the build. So first of all, I'll have my spread DPS Nahida team. She has 750 EM, 45, 187, and she does get like 24% crit rate from her passive, so it's a lot better than what you think is her signature. I am on Gilded, which is her best on-field option, and she is C3 and triple crowned. Cookie, she is on an EM build, which actually doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters with Cookie is that she's holding 4-piece Deepwood. That's the only thing that matters. She's on an EM build just in case I run to a Hydro enemy like I did in floor 11. So that way she can Hyper Bloom and easily take care of whatever it is. Also, since if they're a Hydro infused enemy, they probably won't be able to spread and catalyze and do all that. So it's better to have this hybrid-ish build instead of her being a dedicated healer like Ivy EM circlet and stuff. She is C6, which doesn't really matter. I think only her C2 really matters for this team, which you could play her without this, but it definitely is like more comfy. She is 10-8. Kirara, now she is on the HP build, But she has this because it's an extra 120 EM. Sometimes if I pick it up on the floor, it's kind of annoying to pick up, but I think it's worth it sometimes. It's not 100% uptime. It's more like a 40% uptime on this extra EM. But she does have the 4-piece instructor, which is technically 100%. Because like her tap E cooldown is 8 seconds and this is 8 seconds. So you could technically have this up to 100%. It just depends on your rotation, like how tight your rotation is and if you refresh it enough. And she is on full HP. But since it is a 4-star, it's a bit harder to have her have a lot of HP. She is only 35,000. She's also only C1, which my first Kirara I got was actually the free one from the event. And I wished on Nilu. I lost my 50-50. I did like 150 pulls. I still didn't get Nilu either, by the way. And I only got one Kirara from that. Her shield definitely would be a lot better if it was C2. And obviously her C4. Her C4 would actually be really good for a spread DPS Nihida, especially for a non-C6 spread DPS Nihida. Because how you do spread DPS Nihida is, since you're on-fielding her, you're more like trying to trigger as much reactions as you can. Like her tap E, her charge attack, and like 3 in A. So you use 3 in A, charge attack, and you tap E off cooldown. And all 3 of those are separate elemental reactions you can trigger, which are catalyze or like spread. So every time you trigger an elemental reaction, every 2.5 seconds, her Trikarma thing can go off. Yeah, every 2.5 seconds, which is about as much as your average ICD. So as long as you're constantly triggering an elemental reaction, which is why you're on-fielding her, so you can get those spreads going on and trigger her Trikarma more. It's basically the same as her C6 gameplay, but it's a lot less damage, obviously. A lot of it's front-loaded. I believe it's like, yeah, 6 instances after you ultimate with her. So it's a lot more front-loaded, her C6. Whereas normal on-field Nihida gameplay is kind of more spread out, and it's just not. And I have Visual, which not much to say about her, except that her build's kind of trash. She has basically all my reject pieces from Farina. Since she is on Golden Troop, she has Stringless. It's your average spread sub DPS build. She's only C1 as well. She is 7. I always raise them to 7 because once she gets her constellation that brings it up to 3, she'll be at 10. And I have OCD, so just your average sub DPS special build. 360 EM, which is pretty good. Almost 1,000 attack, or 2,000 attack, sorry. Now, this team I was using, I have Chiori, and excuse me, I know why it's 100% crit rate. So it's 100% crit rate, but it's not actually 100% crit rate. And she has 200% crit damage. She does have Harbinger of Dawn, but I use her with Farina, so you could basically ignore this. I mean, maybe Chiori can be at 100% crit rate with Sequini because her healing is actually pretty insane. I'm not sure if she is constantly at 90% crit rate, but this looks pretty good. Honestly, I had no idea she had exactly 100% crit rate. That's insane. Okay, well, her artifacts are Golden Troop, obviously. I haven't even been looking at the artifacts, I'm sorry. She is C0, 686. And then I have myself, obviously. It's not as much crit ratio. She has her cannon sword, and she's on 2-piece, 2-piece. C6, and she is 7. Now her ultimate does give 10% crit rate, so she's at 110% crit rate. I mean, it makes up for the downtime, right? I'll just sing Weenie now, and then I'll show off Farina while I show off my Futao team. I have 44k HP, 56, 159, which she does get a bit of crit rate from her weapon. Yeah, 28% crit rate from her weapon, so she's on Emblem, 4-piece Emblem, C0, triple crowned. Futao, 26k HP. She's at 62, 173, which it looks kind of mid. Oh, she also is on Dragon's Bane, R5 Dragon's Bane. But she's also on Marchese, so it's 36%. So if I calculate this, 62.2 plus 36, she's at 98.2% crit rate at full stacks. And she's C0. Honestly, C1 I think is a little bit overrated. I don't ever really feel myself running into much issues with stamina unless I had to do like 3 rotations. Because this abyss, I definitely did have to do like 3 or more rotations. So I definitely did feel it a little bit there, but in general, I don't think it really is necessary. I think her weapon is a lot more, like I would go for a weapon over a C1, which You know, not to spoil a future video or anything, but I think I'm going to be rolling for Homa. She is triple crowned. So Farina, which is 93 and 217. So Farina in that Geo team definitely has her overcapping on crit rate. Her weapon is her signature, obviously. Oh yeah, she has 174 energy recharge. Artifacts, Golden Troop, obviously. C2, and triple crowned. Xingqiu, honestly, he needs some work. He needs some work for sure. Sack Sword, he's on Emblem. I believe, yeah, with damage. I think Seguini stole his crit rate. I think this is what he used to have, but I gave this to Seguini instead. He is C0 and 7-7. And then I have Yanfei, 200% energy recharge. I think for a comfortable Yanfei build, you probably want more like 250 ER. She's only 2.7 HP. She's on Rainbow again, just everything energy recharge because I really need her energy recharge. And Prototype Amber on Yanfei is crucial in this team. Prototype Amber can max out Rina's stacks, and she has 4-4. Her talents don't matter. It's all about her C4, which is just based on her HP. It's not based on her talents at all. You don't have to level up anything else. For this Abyss overview, what would I rate it? I think this Abyss, in terms of difficulty, is about... What did I rank the last one? This one, I'm between a 7, 7.5, especially if you don't have Geo. It's a 7.5 if you don't have Geo, for sure. Maybe it's a 6 if you have Geo. The first chamber is definitely going to be the hardest out of all of them. It definitely feels weird because the first chamber, they are Geo shields, but I do believe they have Geo resistances. So it's a bit weird bringing Geo for the first chamber. Maybe if I tried to optimize it, I could clear my Geo team, but I don't have any of the really strong Geos like Navia and stuff. Navia or Ito. Maybe if you had those, it's the first chamber wouldn't matter because you could just Unga Bunga. If you're doing an overload team, like you have Arlecchino, Chlorine, or Raiden, and you're doing like those overload core teams with those characters, then you're probably not gonna struggle at all either. I don't really have that strong of a overload team. So if you're bringing Geo and you have overload, a good overload team, it's probably a 6. But no Geo or no good Geo and no good overload, it's probably a 7.5, I think. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!